Hello. Hello again. Oh, I'm so happy that you could come back and visit with me again today. It's so lovely to see you, and I hope you've had a lovely day so far. I know here in the North Pole, as I've been saying, it's very, very busy, and we're all looking forward to the big night in just a few nights. But I promised you that I would share one of my extra special cookie recipes with you. It's very, very easy to make. All you have to do is get a bag of sugar cookie mix. Now, it doesn't cost very much, only about $1 at your local grocery store. Or if you want, you can get some of that frozen cookie dough, and you can get the sugar cookie kind. That way you don't have to mess around with making up all the dough and measuring the flour and all that stuff. Of course, you can do that if you want to. That's what Mrs. Claus does. But I'm trying to tell you the easy way to do it. So once you mix up your dough, or if you have the frozen dough, you break it up into two sections, equal sections, both the same amount. And you take two bowls, and you put one section in one bowl and one section in the other bowl. And then you take some red food coloring and you sprinkle it in one of the bowls. And then you get your hands in there. Oh, you make sure you've washed your hands first and make sure that there are no pets around. You don't want any doggy fur in the cookies. Okay, here we have to make sure the reindeer don't get into the kitchen. So you mix that up really, really good so that all the dough is red. And here comes the fun part. Now you take a little bit of that red dough and you roll it up into a ball, and then you stretch it out until you have a long piece about this long, and it looks like a little piece of rope. And then you take a piece of the white dough and you roll it up into a little ball and you stretch it out until it's about the same size. Then you put the two pieces of stringy dough together and you twist them a little bit like this so they're going around looking like a barber pole. And then you twist the top around and you have a candy cane. And if you want to make these cookies taste extra special good, you just take some candy canes and you ask your mom or your dad or your big sister or your big brother to help you put them in the food processor. And you crush them all up into a very fine powder and you sprinkle it over the cookies before you bake them in the oven. And they come out tasting so good, just like peppermint cookies, and they're shaped like candy canes. And that's my favorite cookie recipe from here in the North Pole. Now, before I read any letters, I do want to say one thing. We do have a wonderful time here at the North Pole, and it's all well and good to want Christmas presents on Christmas Day. But we must always remember why we celebrate Christmas. Christmas is the birthday of Jesus Christ. And who is that, you say? Well, God is the creator of everything in the world. And we know that because we go outside and we see the beautiful trees and we see the beautiful flowers and we say, who made that? Well, it wasn't you who made that, was it? It wasn't even your daddy or your grandpa who made that. We don't know who made it. So we know that there had to be a creator who made this beautiful world. And that creator who made this beautiful world and made you and me too is God. God is a loving Father who made everything. And God wanted us to understand him. So he came to earth in the form of a man. And we say that man is the Son of God, Jesus. And the baby Jesus was born to Mary and Joseph on December 25th, way back 2,000 years ago. And it was such a wonderful gift to human beings that we celebrate it every year by giving gifts to each other. And that's because the wise men gave gifts to Jesus. And that's why we love getting presents and giving presents, but we must always remember to say our prayers and thank God for giving us Jesus so he could understand us and we could understand him better as well. And now I'm going to dip into my basket of letters and see what you've written to me. Dear Mrs. Santa Claus, I have been a very good girl this year. You are the best. Please give Santa a hug from me, from Brooke, from Merrimack, New Hampshire. Thank you very much, Brooke. I will be sure to give Santa a hug for you. Let's see, have we got another letter in here? Oh, here's one right here. Dear Mrs. Claus, I wish you a very Merry Christmas. Tell Santa Claus that he has done a good job on the toys for me and a lot of others. Love, Ellen. I think it says Ellen. I actually can't really read it very well. Oh, it says Ella. Love, Ella. And Ella is age 6, and she's from Manchester, New Hampshire. Let's see if we have another letter in here. Dear Mrs. Claus, I hope you have a great Christmas, and I want Santa to have a happy Christmas too. Love, Sydney. And Sydney is age 6, and she's from Manchester, New Hampshire. And we have one more letter today. Dear Mrs. Claus, please tell Santa Claus Zach said thank you for everything. Love, Zach. And Zach is 7 years old, and he's from Manchester, New Hampshire. And now I think we're going to check in with Freddie the little fir tree. Hello, Freddie. Do you have some jokes for us today? I just know the jokes are getting better and better, aren't they, Freddie?
They sure are, Mrs. Claus. I've really been saving the best for last, so I got a good one today. I got 2 good ones for you today. Another Halloweeny one, Mrs. Claus.
Well, Freddie, you've done 2 jokes so far this week that had to do with scary things. Are you sure you want to do another one?
Oh, but this one's really funny, Mrs. Claus. Please let me share it with you.
Okay, Freddie, go ahead.
What did the ghost say to Santa Claus, Mrs. Claus?
What did the ghost say to Santa Claus? I don't know. Do you know what the ghost said to Santa Claus? I don't know. What did the ghost say to Santa Claus, Freddie?
He said, "We'll have a blue Christmas without you."
Freddie, you are so naughty. That's a naughty joke. You're so silly. Was it the ghost of Elvis, Freddie, the king of rock and roll?
I don't know, Mrs. Claus, but that sure would be funny. I thought that was a funny one, don't you?
Well, Freddie, I guess so. If you say so, that one wasn't too bad. Okay, Freddie, do you have another joke for us right now?
Of course I do, Mrs. Claus. This is a quick one. What do snowmen eat for breakfast?
What do snowmen eat for breakfast? Could it be what I like for breakfast? Grape nuts? Or perhaps they like pancakes. I hope it's not donuts, because that's not a very healthy way to start your day, Freddie.
No, Mrs. Claus. Snowmen eat snowflakes for breakfast. not frosted flakes, Mrs. Claus, and not Raisin Bran. Snowflakes.
Oh, Freddie, you silly boy. You are so silly. I do like that one. I'd like to eat a box of snowflakes for breakfast. Then I wouldn't gain any weight ever at all. And now I think it's time to go down to Goffstown, New Hampshire, through the magic of satellite television, and listen to our friends from St. Matthew's Episcopal Church Junior Choir with a nice song. What beautiful music. Thank you so much. boys and girls from St. Matthew's Junior Choir, that was just lovely. You keep on singing now. There's nothing I love more than the sound of children singing. And now, with Christmas only a few days away, it's time to look into Santa's big book of good girls and boys and see if you're in it. And remember, if you don't hear your name today, not to worry. There are millions of names in here. Mrs. Claus doesn't have time to read them all, but I'll read a few and see if you're here. There's Andriana and Nico, Olivia and Andrea. There's Emily and Jessie, George and Gabby. There's Aubrey and there's Audrey. And there's Lisa and Laurie and John. There's Will and Maggie, Deborah and Susie. There's Juliet and Matthew. And there's Joseph and Ryan. There's Jan and Jennifer, Mitchell and Greg and Becky and Jacob. And there's Portia and Evangeline. There's Juanita and Joanna. And there's Tyson and Anne, Patrice and Glenn, Samantha and Jillian, Diego, Lauren, Melissa, Norma, Melanie, Carl, Ella, Aurora, Lily, Freddie, Vincent, Mario, Rosa, April, Terry, Milo and Dinah. There's Darlene and Kaisha, Bernie and Keith, Angelina, Leo, Jaden and Marcus, Angelo and Isaac, Milo, Alvin, Carla, Wallace, Julianne and Eddie, Lisa, another Lisa, Anthony, Yvonne, Vanessa, Eva, and Blake. And that's all I have time for today, because now we have to go out and check on Clementine and find out how things are going with the reindeer. I heard we may have had some troubles out there earlier this morning, so let's see how things are going now. Hello, Clementine. Hello.
Yes, hello, Mrs. Claus. Oh, yes, I'm ready for the reindeer report. Hi there, boys and girls. Here we are at Santa's Village at the training ground for the new reindeer. And you know what's going to happen? On Christmas Eve, we're going to cart up most of our special team, all of our special team, and some spares, and we're going to bring them over to the North Pole and hitch them up to Santa's sleigh so they can ride around the world. But in the meantime, we've got an extra facility here at Santa's Village to take care of our reindeer, and we got some baby reindeers. I told you that we had some. There's one right over here. Come over here, honey. Come over here, honey. Come and get a cracker. They're running away from me. Come right over here, honey. Boys and girls would love to see you. You want to take a cracker right down through here? Can you get that, Mr. Cameraman? Look at this little baby reindeer. Isn't she beautiful? Yummy, yum. You want some more? I don't know if this reindeer's been named yet, but I think I'm going to name her Honey. And I think someday, well, is it true? I'll ask the guy over here. Is it true that this is Cupid's baby, Mr. Reindeer? Yes, this is Cupid's baby. Yes. And isn't she? Oh, who's this now? Oh, wait, I don't. Oh, hey, you came out here too. Hi, dancer. How you doing? You're gonna about lick my fingers off right there. Whoa! Can you give me a kiss? Oh, you got bad breath. I think we need to start getting some peppermint-scented reindeer cookies. All right, boys and girls, tomorrow's the big day. We'll be reporting on the progress of the training and loading up the reindeer to bring them to the North Pole. But in the meantime, I want to say thanks to all the good folks here at Santa's Village who have helped us out so much with our reindeer training program this year. You make sure you come and visit those good folks. They're open in the summer and they're open at Christmas time, too. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you very, very much, Clementine. Oh, it's so exciting. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Aren't you excited, boys and girls? I know I get so excited every year. The excitement never wears off. Tomorrow we'll have one more reindeer report because they're going to be so excited, some of them going on their very first ride all around the world with Santa Claus, and they just can't wait. Now, yesterday, we showed you some videos of houses from all over the world that like to have fun with their Christmas lights every year by synchronizing them to music. And we got so many phone calls and messages on our Facebook page from people who so enjoyed looking at those videos that we've decided to bring you some more. So here they are, special looks at Christmas houses from all around the world. I hope you have fun watching them.
Let me tell you about this house. There's one in every town. It's the one at Christmas time where folks all gather round. Most times of the year you'd pass by and not look back. But in December it'll stop you in your tracks. 'Cause it's got thousands and thousands of twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Even more Santas all along the lawn with snowmen and penguins too. And the mega tree so colorful with the shooting stars up high. All the cars on California Avenue can't just pass it by. A fence of yummy candy canes looking good enough to eat. As the Christmas music plays, the lights all blink to the Christmas beat. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Don't just stand and watch the lights. Hop aboard the choo-choo. Take a ride this happy night. Bring your best friend with you. All the folks in Beaumont like to come and see the show. It's just all so beautiful with so many lights aglow. 'Cause it's got thousands and thousands of twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Even more Santas all along the lawn with snowmen and penguins too. And the mega tree so colorful with the shooting stars up high. All the cars on California Avenue can't just pass it by. A fence of yummy candy canes looking good enough to eat. As the Christmas music plays, the lights all blink to the Christmas beat. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Christmas banner hanging high. It's so pretty in the snow. It's got to put a sparkle in your eye. In your eye. 'Cause it's got thousands and thousands of twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Even more Santas all along the lawn with snowmen and penguins too. And the mega tree so colorful with the shooting stars up high. All the cars on California Avenue can't just pass it by. A fence of yummy candy canes looking good enough to eat. As the Christmas music plays, the lights all blink to the Christmas beat. I can't believe it's real. Can you? It's the house on California Avenue. Let me tell you about this house. There's one in every town. It's the one at Christmas time where folks all gather round. Most times of the year you'd pass by and not look back. Oh, but in December it'll stop you in your tracks. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Dasher and Dancer and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch. And a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his family in a stable on the lawn. And a choir of heavenly angels singing Silent Night till dawn. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Every year, Thanksgiving Day, while we digest our turkey, the family puts up its display. You can see it from Albuquerque. Papa says their electric bill must reach up to the sky. But Mama says the joy it brings is more than money can buy. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Dasher and Dancer, and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch, and a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his family in a stable on the lawn, and a choir of heavenly angels singing Silent Night till dawn. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Every tree is all aglow with the season's greetings banner hanging high. It's so pretty in the snow. It's got to put a sparkle in your eye. In your eye. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Dasher and Dancer and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch, and a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his family in a stable on the lawn, and a choir of heavenly angels singing Silent Night till dawn. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Christmas Street. Let me tell you about this house. There's one in every town. It's the one at Christmas time where folks all gather round. Most times of the year you'd pass by and not look back. Ah, but in December it'll stop you in your tracks. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Dasher and Dancer and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch, and a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his family in a stable on the lawn, and a choir of heavenly angels singing Silent Night till dawn. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Every year, Thanksgiving Day, while we digest our turkey, the family puts up its display. You can see it from Albuquerque. Papa says their electric bill must reach up to the sky, but Mama says the joy it brings is more than money can buy. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Dasher and Dancer and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch, and a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his family in a stable on the lawn, and a choir of heavenly angels singing Silent Night till dawn. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Every tree is all aglow with the season's greetings banner hanging high. It's so pretty in the snow. It's got to put a sparkle in your eye. In your eye. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof. Dasher and Dancer and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch, and a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his family in a stable on the road, and a choir of heavenly angels singing Silent Night till dawn. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Christmas Street.
Here we are again at my favorite place. It's the art wall, where we put all of the wonderful pictures and drawings and colorings that all the children from all over the place have sent us. And I am wearing my special art glasses that are very, very fancy and allow me to see the pictures very, very well. Now, we're starting today with this lovely picture of me. Oh, I like the outfit that she's having me wear. Jaden, actually, I'm not sure if Jaden is a boy or a girl, but I think Jaden is probably a boy. But he has a wonderful eye for style, doesn't he? It's a lovely green top with a purple dress and a different shade of purple for my pinafore. And I wonder what kind of cookies I'm making. Oh, they look very, very good, don't they? Thank you very much, Jaden. And here's a lovely picture of the elves that was colored by Mia, and they're sledding. And did you know that the elves do love to sled here at Christmas time, but only after Christmas, because before Christmas, they are very, very busy making toys. And now we have a lovely coloring job from Andy. And this is Santa Claus, but you know it's Santa Claus when he was very young, because his beard hasn't quite turned white yet, has it? It's still black, just like it was when I first met him. And did you know that he used to wear a blue and red hat, not just a white and red hat like he wears now? And now here's a picture from Aiden, and it says Wildwood Village. Everyone in Wildwood Village is getting very excited about Christmas time. They have beautiful purple huts with purple snow in Wildwood Village. I love it, Aiden. It's very, very nice. And then up here, oh, look at this Christmas tree. It's just perfect. It's nice and green with red hearts and a red and white candy cane and lots of colorful decorations and a golden star at the top. Marissa, you did a very, very good job. And down here, why, this looks just like the elves in our workshop, doesn't it? Even the reindeer is helping out. That must have been a day when some of the elves were down with the flu and we had to get the reindeer to go in and help make toys. They're doing a wonderful job, aren't they? Holton, you did a very nice job coloring this one. And now here's a picture of Santa Claus getting ready to go out on his magical ride around the country. And he'll be doing that tonight, not just around the country, but around the whole world. Oh, he's got his toys packed up and he's whistling a happy tune. And Lillian, you did a beautiful job coloring this one, even right down to the beard on Santa's face. What is this? This looks like a little bear, and she's wrapping a Christmas present for someone special. Look at the detail on her dress. Sydney, you did a beautiful job coloring this. It's very, 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 very bright and lovely. I just enjoy this so much. I might take this and put it in a frame and hang it in my bedroom. Oh, look, it's Rudolph. We love Rudolph, don't we? And how do we know that it's Rudolph? Look right here. We've got the red nose, as red as a cherry. And look, it says Santa's best helper on his neck. And that was drawn lovely by Ethan. Ethan gave him a little bit of a punk hairdo, didn't he, with some orange up here? Oh, very funny, Ethan. You did a good job. And here's another one of the elves packing the sleigh. And Rudolph coming over to help out. And do you know what, boys and girls? That's exactly what's happening right now here in the North Pole. Santa and the elves are packing the sleigh, and soon they'll be flying all around the whole world to bring toys and presents just for you. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time of year, and tonight is the best night of all.
Hello there, Mrs. Claus. Nice to see you again. Hi, kids. Today it's been a great day in the toy workshop. Our elves have been really working hard. Today we made 1,000 Lego Bionicles, 8,000 Elmo Live toys, 9,000 Hannah Montana toys, 10,000 High School Musical toys, and 23,000 Jonas Brother toys. What? What happened? I'm sorry, Mrs. Claus. It seems that our elves have gotten a little confused by the Jonas Brother toys and put the wrong picture on all the stuff. Who are these guys anyway? Sorry, guys. Gotta fix this problem. See you soon. Bye.
Goodness, goodness, goodness. There's not much time left before Christmas. I hope the elves get it together and get all the toys ready to fill Santa's big sack, because that's what they're going to be doing tonight, right up until Santa leaves tomorrow on Christmas Eve. Right now, though, let's take a little break and read a Christmas story. Santa's Secret Helper, one of my very favorites. Of course, I like all the Christmas stories, don't I? Santa's Secret Helper by Andrew Clements. It was 2 days before Christmas, and all of Santa's elves were especially busy. They were really twice as busy as usual, because this year there are 2 sleighs to pack, 2 Santa suits to clean and mend, 2 pairs of black boots to shine, and 2 teams of reindeer to be fed and rested and ready. Why 2 of this and 2 of that and 2 of the other when there is only one Santa? Because this year Santa has a secret helper. On Christmas Eve, Santa and his secret helper are all ready to leave with their big sack of toys and treats. It's even hard for the elves to tell which one is the real Santa, and as the sun goes down, 2 sleighs take off, one to the east and one to the west. Will anyone be able to tell that one Santa is just a helper? The secret helper flies to the first rooftop and pops down the chimney. After putting presents under the tree and stuffing little toys and candy canes into each stocking, the helper eats the cookies and drinks the milk that the children have left for Santa and leaves a little note that says, "Thank you." That's just what Santa would have done. The secret helper sees a lost puppy in the snow. Before too long, that puppy has been left in a cozy basket by a fireplace where only one stocking is hanging from the mantel. The puppy and one little child will each find a wonderful new friend on Christmas morning. That's just what Santa would have done. The reindeer get a little tired, so the secret helper lets them rest. They stop at a creche in front of a church, and the animals eat some of the hay that is there on the ground. This is a kind and thoughtful thing to do, and that's just what Santa would have done. A mother and father, who are still awake, open their bedroom window to wave and call out, "Hello, hello, Santa." The helper calls back, "Why, hello there, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas," and gives them a happy wave. That's just what Santa would have done. I wonder who the secret helper is. At the very last house, the secret helper is extra quiet. It is almost morning, and even a little noise might wake the children before everything is ready. The helper whisks back up the chimney, and soon the sleigh with the empty toy sack is speeding through the gray sky, headed north. Back home at last, the helper puts the sleigh away carefully and hangs up the harness on the wall of the barn. Soon all the reindeer are munching their hay and Christmas oats. The secret helper goes into the house and takes off the big white beard. Oh, it wasn't a real beard. And the big black boots and the red and white Santa suit, and puts on some night clothes and a warm robe and slippers. And then the secret helper gives the real Santa a great big hug. And look who it is. It's me, Mrs. Claus. I was the secret helper, and oh, what a fun Christmas I had that year. I'm Santa's own best friend, and I had the most wonderful Christmas. Santa wants his wife to tell him all about her trip, but she's ready to take a long winter's nap after her busy night. And so she takes off her robe, puts on her nightcap, and lies down and pulls up the covers. Then she closes her eyes, says her prayers, and goes to sleep. And that's just what Santa would have done. The end. Don't you like that story, boys and girls? I love that story. That's a scholastic book in case you should want to find it and have it in your own collection. And now it's time for my favorite new segment of the show, brand new this year, Sing Along with Mrs. Claus. Are you ready to sing along with me? You'd better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. The kids in girl and boyland will have a jubilee. They're going to build a toyland town all around the Christmas tree. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. I could hear you singing on that one. What a good job you did. Oh, goodness, my long underwear is peeking out from under my sleeve. It does get pretty cold up here in the North Pole. And now I have to go and put some finishing touches on some of my cookies that I'm baking tonight. So I'm going to leave you in the capable musical hands of my friend Judy Pancoast. And she has a Christmas song picked out just for you. I'll see you tomorrow on Christmas Eve. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Mrs. Claus. This is a song for everybody who loves somebody to cuddle up to that person you love, whether it's your mom or your dad, your sister or your brother or your best friend. When I was feeling sad, you kissed away my tears. You sat with me at nighttime and chased away my fears. Now it's Christmas time and I just want to say, there's nothing more to give to me than what you've given every day. With you in my life, it can be Christmas in July. You are so caring and thoughtful in every way. The joy that you bring makes my heart want to dance and sing. You make it Christmas every day. Now December's here with trees and decorations. Everybody's hurrying to Christmas celebrations. You're wondering what to give me. You don't have much to spend, but everything that I could want is here with you, my special friend. With you in my life, it can be Christmas in July. You are so caring and thoughtful in every way. The joy that you bring makes my heart want to dance and sing. You make it Christmas every day. With you in my life, it can be Christmas in July. You are so caring and thoughtful in every way. The joy that you bring makes my heart want to dance and sing. You make it Christmas every day. Ooh.
Let me tell you about this house. There's one in every town. It's the one at Christmas time where folks all gather round. Most times of the year you'd pass by and not look back. Oh, but in December it'll stop you in your tracks. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof, Dasher and Dancer and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch, and a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his family in a stable on the lawn, and a choir of heavenly angels singing Silent Night till dawn. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Every year, Thanksgiving Day, while we digest our turkey, the family puts up its display. You can see it from Albuquerque. Papa says their electric bill must reach up to the sky, but Mama says the joy it brings is more than money can buy. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof, Dasher and Dancer and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch, and a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his family in a stable on the lawn, and a choir of heavenly angels singing Silent Night till dawn. It's where everybody meets. It's the house on Christmas Street. Every tree is all aglow with a Merry Christmas banner hanging high. It's so pretty in the snow. It's got to put a sparkle in your eye, in your eye. 'Cause it's got 47,000 twinkling lights and Santa Claus up on the roof, Dasher and Dancer and all the other reindeer. Rudolph's up there too, with a band of merry snowmen dancing on the porch, and a couple of carolers singing by the lamppost over near the front door. Jesus and his